Hey, hi, hello creatives, welcome back or to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and first off, we're going to quickly do a little Amazon haul. I was really in the mood to buy some things, so I did. And I bought these, I've always wanted to try these square glue sticks, and so I bought a mini pack of 5 from Amazon, as well as these stamps. I was in the mood to spend some money, so I did. And I really wanted these little like icon sticker or these icon stamps. I really wanted ones that were small enough that I would be able to use in one of my journals. And so I'm excited to start using them. And then I bought these sticky notes. I really wanted like smaller craft paper that wasn't thick like cardstock. So that's why I kind of got these sticky notes, and I think that they'll be great for layering. I also got these brush markers. They're metallic from Zebra, and they are, they're brush. I already said that. They're brush markers, so I'm really excited to use these as well. And I love that they work on black paper. I also have black sticky notes that I'll be able to use those markers on, so I'm excited to use those. And then I bought this sticker book, and of course, I can't hold back from stickers, and there's so many different sticker books like this that are on Amazon that I really want to try and get all of them. But I really liked this one again because they were smaller stickers, and that's what I'm kind of liking right now. I have used this already a couple of times. You'll see I point to some ones that the stickers are missing, but I feel like it comes with a pretty big variety of stickers, and I'm a big fan. And you get so many. I think it said over like 1,400 stickers or something like that. And then I got this 4-pack. These all came together as like you bought them all together, but they have frames. All of them have frames, and then some flowers and stuff. And so again, I like these. I like using these packs for my reading journals. I just find that the spreads come together really nicely with using like these frames and these stickers and the flowers. I think that it comes together so nicely because it's like a theme already, and it's just nice that I don't have to kind of pick around my stash and find a bunch of stickers that go together. It's nice that you kind of have these frames as well as the flowers, or in this case it's whales, which again is pretty cool. So I'm excited to use these. I do use one of these packs. I think it's this one that I use in one of the spreads that I'm going to do today. I'm only doing 2 different collage spreads, but here, I slowed down here because I was trying to read. They had writing all around the frames. I don't remember what they said right now, but I really like it. The only thing that I don't love about those ones is the fact that the inside is still like part of the sticker essentially, but I ended up actually, like yesterday, I bought this swivel knife, so I'm excited to use that because I feel like I would want to cut it out. So jumping right into my reading journal, I am behind as usual. I technically recorded this video like a month ago. I've just failed to do this voiceover for so long. I got sick and I was out for the count for like a week and a half, and then we went camping, and it's just been a whirlwind for the last like 4 weeks, but I have had this recorded for so long, so I'm sorry it's taken me so long, and now I have to record my second quarter, but I'm excited, and I'm happy that again that I'll still have all of these memories and stuff to look back on of all of the books that I've read, so I'm happy that I'm still keeping up with it even though it's late. Doesn't matter to me in my books. So I am still obviously behind in terms of writing out stuff on my collections page at the beginning of the year, but I'm okay with that. I did end up printing enough book covers so that I could update my books read, so I'm excited about that. And I ended up adding in more than just what I've read in this first quarter because I printed them and I know that I've already finished those books, so I added those anyways. But so now jumping to quarter 1 title page. Previously last year I would do, was it last year or the year before? I don't even know how long I've had a reading journal now, but I think this is my second year. No, this is my third year. This is my third year with a reading journal. And I think last year I made the call to no longer do monthly title pages, and now I'm doing quarter title pages, because I think I did it the last 2 quarters of last year as well, just because I'm not reading enough to do a title page for each month. And I don't want to do a full title page and then only read one book that month, just because I like the fact that I'm able to put in a few pages at a time, or no, I like the fact that I'm able to put in a few years at a time in one journal. Just because, again, I'm a slow reader, and I just don't read a lot of books during the year. So my last reading journal, I was able to fit a full 2 years in, and I'm expecting the same, if not 3, for this year, because I did change. One thing that I'm doing differently for this year that I've done in the previous years is I'm only going to do a collage spread for books that I rate basically 4+ stars, just because I don't find, like, this is kind of like a highlight of my favorite books, essentially. And then in the quarters, like in the quarter title pages, like here I'm doing a quarter title page, and on the right hand side you can already see the 3 books that I read in January, February, and March. And the first book I read the first book I read in 2024 was To Love Jason Thorne, and I believe I only rated it about 3 stars, 3.5 stars. And so I'm not doing a collage on that book. I do a collage on Things We Left Behind because I rated it 4 stars, and A Court of Silver Flames because I rated that 5 stars. So yeah, I'm only doing 2 collages, even though I read 3 books. So, and then I have a separate journal that I have to update, of course, because it's just the year of catch up. And but I have a separate journal in just a little traveler's notebook that I'm going to basically just indicate all of the books that I've read and have more details. Okay, did I read it on audiobook? Did I, what did I rate the book? What was it about? What were the main characters' names? Because believe it or not, I don't read a lot of books, but I still feel like I read a lot of books for me. And it's hard to remember everyone's names in all of the books. It's hard. Even my favorite books, it's like, okay, who were the 2 main characters again? Because I forget. So anyways, saying what I'm kind of working on here, for my reading journal, I tend to use like scraps and stuff left over from my bullet journal themes, where in my recent months setups of my bullet journal, I'm not so much using pictures printed from Pinterest. So this one was a little bit more difficult to, get stuff, like have photos that I've already printed off. So instead, I just used stuff in my stash. Most of the stickers, like the flower sheet of paper, the like doily looking things, I believe that I either bought them off of Temu or AliExpress way back. But so I didn't plan or the 3 doilies where I put the name of the month, where I put the month on, I should have planned it a little bit better, because the biggest one I put March, which is the shortest month itself, and the smallest one for February, and so February didn't fit perfectly on it, but it is what it is. It's all good. They're still there as my like title pages and it's okay. It doesn't bother me, honestly. It's something to just learn in the future. But so I just kind of picked up a bunch of stuff that I have in my stash, because again, if you've missed some of my previous videos, 2024 is the year of using my stash. So I went through the drawers and stuff because I'm slowly cleaning and organizing my space as well, because I've had to move my desk space so many times. So I'm kind of finding new goodies each time. And so I've kind of, pulled out some different things of stuff that, speaks to me at that moment. And it just kind of like, okay, let's throw all of this stuff together. And I really like how this turned out. I know it's not your most aesthetically like super balanced spreads, but I love how maximalist they look, because I'm a maximalist. I love things. I love stickers. I love washi tape. Put it all down on the paper. There is no such thing as too much. And because this journal is more like yellowy pages, more warm tone pages, I love filling them up so that you don't see so much of that warm tone. And I know you'd probably say, okay, well, why wouldn't I just use a white journal? Well, I bought these from Costco, these journals from Costco back in like 2021. And if I don't use them, what am I going to use them for? I'm just going to have them sit on my shelf. I don't want to just sit on my shelf. I want to use them. I paid for them and I want to use them. And there's nothing wrong with them. They're just a slightly different color page than I would like. But so, and I mean, ultimately, I still love how the spreads come out. So it's obviously not that bad. I obviously don't hate it that bad. But yeah, so moving on, my first spread of collage that I'm doing is Things We Left Behind in the Knockabout series. And I went through, you'll see that I already put like a clump of stuff on the top of the page here, because I had already gone through and picked out stuff that I wanted to use. Just, grabbing different ephemera and stuff for, that matches the coloring and stuff of the pictures. So, and then I also went through one of my those scrapbook containers that you can get from Michael's that hold the 12 by 12 papers in them, and they're like 4 inches thick or something, or like 2, maybe 3 inches thick. Anyways, I had a whole bin of that had alpha stickers in it, and I'm like, oh, why am I not using these? Especially, there's some that were like puffy stickers that I don't necessarily want to use so much in my journals, because that really bulks up the journal. And because these are only from Costco, I don't know how well the spine is put together, so I don't want to bulk it too much with adding like puffy stickers and stuff in here. But so I went through and gathered and separated and organized the stickers that were like puffy stickers versus just flat stickers, so that I know which ones I can kind of put in my journals. So I was really happy with that. So then that's why you'll see that when I do the title, I actually use some of the alpha stickers, which again, the year of using my stash. I'm here, I'm doing it, and it's great. But see, so I am going to use this little sticky notes as just kind of background to add in some craft paper. I really think that moving forward, I want to kind of have a little signature maybe that I do in each of my spreads, which is trying to add in some craft paper in each spread. Something that I just want to try. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's something that to kind of make all of my spreads look a little cohesive that I've done. I don't know. I just like it. I like that, to have something that makes it look recognizable for, my style, because I've never thought that I've had like a specific style. But when I look at my spreads that I do for these collages and the books that I read, they all kind of like, I have style, and that's just kind of fun because I like never had a style before. So I think that that's fun. But anyway, so here I'm just doing the title of Things We Left Behind. And because this is a pretty long title, I decided to just do the stickers for the first letter of the word, so that technically I only use 4 of them, but I'm still using them. And it's just, it would have been really big, and maybe for something that I didn't have that many pictures for, but I tend to go overboard when I gather the pictures for these spreads, just because I kind of like to tell a story a little bit, retell the story of like the major events that kind of happen. Sometimes I can do that, sometimes I don't. It all depends on when I gather the photos, because I forget. Coming from the person that forgets the names of the main characters, you'll imagine how much of the book I actually remember. I could love the book, be obsessed with the book as I'm reading it, and there's still so much of the book that I forget. So I do look forward to one day going back and rereading some of these books, or re-listening to the audiobooks and stuff, just because I loved it so much, and I just want to, the more you read or listen to something, the more you kind of pick up different things, and just the more you remember. I mean, I wouldn't remember everything about a movie that I watch only one time, but a movie that I've watched, 5 to 10 times, I can definitely remember. And I'm a comfort person. I like to put on things on the TV and background noise and all that kind of stuff, of things that just feel cozy and comforting. And generally speaking, it's of something that I've already read, watched, whatever, just because I don't then have to focus. And generally speaking, where I watch TV or new TV and stuff is while I'm crafting and doing these sort of things. And I can't focus so much on something new if I'm, focusing on doing the spread. I've tried a couple of times to actually even listen to an audiobook as I do things like this, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I try so hard to then focus on what I'm doing, and where my brain goes is, okay, if I'm trying to listen to an audiobook, but say I'm doing this spread right here of A Court of Silver Flames, okay, well, I'm going to look at these photos and I'm going to be like, okay, like, what does this photo remind me of? Like, what scene was happening in the movie does this remind me of? Okay, do I want to kind of clump in photos of like, okay, this one is of Cassian and this one is of Nesta. Okay, I want to kind of have, photos of both of them together on one side, where on the other side it wants to be more individual. And as I'm going through my brain, as I'm doing all of this, how am I supposed to listen and comprehend a book that I just can't do it. So again, I've tried and I can't. My brain needs to turn off. And when I do these spreads, my brain is working. I'm constantly thinking about what I'm doing. And because I'm looking at these photos that remind me of a book I've read semi-recently, even if it was a month ago, it's still pretty recent. So it's hard to switch my brain off in that way. And let me know if you're the same. There's certain things that I can read an audiobook or listen to an audiobook for, and mainly is when I'm driving, because my brain can turn off when I'm driving. It's really it's like second nature, right? You don't have to. Anyways, so that's where I'm able to listen to my audiobooks. Sometimes, very rare, can I craft, but if I have to write something down or whatever, I was able to listen to my audiobook yesterday while I was doing a little bit of crafting of just sticking stickers down, as opposed to try to do a collage like this. But as soon as I had to write something down, I had to pause my audiobook and then, write my stuff down and then put my audiobook back on. But I guess I can't multitask in that sort of way. My brain can't separate the two different things. But so yeah, so this spread, I know I've spoken almost nothing about this spread, but this spread is about A Court in Silver Flames, and I loved this book so much. It's so much just woman power, in my opinion, and girl power, and it was such a great it was yes queen, the whole time. I loved it so much, and it I was a big fan, and I actually remember quite a bit of this book, which is shocking because again, I don't normally, and then I used stickers and stuff from the circle stickers. I believe I just bought off of Amazon, a while ago. And then, because these alpha stickers were pretty old, I ended up going through all of them and just kind of putting them over top of the glue stick and putting them down, which, by the way, these glue sticks, I love them. They're a permanent, as soon as you put it down, you have a very limited time of if you need to move it, but for the most part, it goes down. And the reason why I use glue sticks as opposed to the what are they called, tape runners and stuff, is I love all of the edges being down completely, and with a tape runner you just can't get to the edge, so you start to have part of your piece of paper kind of flapping on the corners, and I hate that. That just drives me up the wall. So with the glue stick, and when I go to the edges and stuff, it sticks down and it's like down right away. It's not like you have to kind of put a little bit of force to let it dry for a second. It's really good glue stick. And I know but it seems like it's glue. It's not that big of a deal, but it's a big deal to me. It was great. I loved it a lot. So, but yeah, so this is my final spread of A Court of Silver Flames, and I love it. I loved that that for these 2 spreads, I added in these quote stickers. I feel like it just kind of, I don't know, ties it all together. I'm just a big fan. And so, yeah, no, I love the 2 spreads that I did. And here's just a quick look at the last 2, or here'll be a quick look of the 2 spreads that I just did. Wow, you can tell it's been a while since I've done a voiceover because I'm just tripping over my words here. But oh yeah, I do go in and quickly fill in these my stats on the front page. So the total pages that I read was 1,179 pages, which, because A Court of Silver Flames and To Love Jason Thorne were both like reading. One was both were ebooks. I ended up buying A Court of Silver Flames on my Kindle so that it was easier to read while having kids. It's just easier to hold a Kindle as opposed to a full physical book. So those 2 were pages, and then Things We Left Behind was 13 hours and 43 minutes of hours listened, which will actually be a little bit less than that because I generally read between 1.35 times or 1.45 times, depending on how quickly the narrator speaks. But for the most part, it's 1.45 speeds. So not quite the 13 hours, but that's technically how long the book would have been. So that's what I'm counting. And pages read, again, the 1179, which I've done them separately. So I know on Storygraph, when you listen to audiobooks and have Kindles and all that, and physical books and all that kind of stuff, when you look at your pages read, that includes your audiobook as well, which I don't mind. I feel like I almost want to put in brackets the hours listened, 13 hours, 43 minutes, and then in brackets how many pages that is. Just because, again, it's fun to know the total length of books that I've read for that quarter. And I really like that. So I think I might actually go back and look at that. And then so a new stat that I've added as well is days read, which is I read 40 days out of the 91 days in this first quarter. Again, 1 audiobook, 2 ebooks, and then I had 1 5-star, 1 4-star, and 1 3-star. But yeah, that's my spreads. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the things. It means so much to me, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye!